I'll change for you. I put no one above you. I'll do what's right to make things right, as long as you promise to stay by my side. And baby, I'll change for you. I put no one above you. I'll do what's right to make things right, as long as you promise to stay by my side. Yeah, I treat you every day. My heart is yours, it's just as long as you with me. I'll do you right, I'll do you right, I'll do you right. I'll do you right, I'll do you right. Baby, I promise I'll stay by your side. Baby, I promise to do you right. Baby girl, I love you, I hope you love me. Sit back and ride, let's do this. And I said, oh, all I want is love for you. Ooh, all I want is love. All I want is love. I want is love. All I want is love, baby. All I want is love. All I want is love. All I want is love. All I want is love, baby. How do you right? How do you right? Yeah, this song coming soon. I hope y'all like it.